I had a realization just this morning that I needed to spend the free morning, unscheduled morning that I have, and go ahead and get my real ID done. Well, in my mind, the DMV did not open until, I don't know, 9 o'clock. Come to find out, the DMV opens at 8:30. So I need to go ahead and get myself together and head over to the DMV and get that done, because I've been putting it off and putting it off because nobody except for a 15 or 14-year-old kid wants to go to the DMV, right? No, what did I say? No interest whatsoever. And I decided that if I'm going to go, now was a good time for me to go. So I am in the throes of rushing through, trying to figure out the documents that I need. I know I need my marriage license. Sorry, I don't know if I need my marriage license, but I'm taking it anyway. I'm taking my birth certificate to prove I am who I am. I'm taking my marriage license to prove that my current name is my current name. And I'm doing all the things. I'm doing all the things. Have you gotten your real ID yet? I just feel like I want to have all the documents. I want to have all the things like ready to rock and roll. Because I don't want any kind of questions. I don't want any kind of issues. I don't want any kind of anything about who I am and making sure that I belong where I belong. So that's what I'm doing. And I don't know what these people need from me. I don't. But I put on makeup. I got dressed. Except I'm still missing my mascara, but that'll get done. I'm not worried about that. Real ID requirements. But yeah, my husband actually got it done. Oh, that's it. Okay, cool. Easy peasy. I just need my birth certificate. Okay, this is what you need according to the state of South Carolina. I'm reading this from dmv.sc.gov. You need proof of identity, like your birth certificate or an unexpired U.S. passport. You need 2 proofs of current physical South Carolina address. And they have a whole checklist of acceptable documents for the address proof. You also need proof of your legal name. So in this case, for me, it'd be my marriage license or a divorce decree if that applied to you, or a court order issued by your county's probate or family court. And you must show a complete name change history that links your birth certificate name to your present day name. See, there you go. This is exhausting. There's no way I'm going to get all this done and get there by 8:30, because it is now 8:20 and it's a 10-minute drive to get over there. So obviously this ain't gonna work in terms of getting there at 8:30. And why do I care about getting there at 8:30? Because I do not want to wait in the line. I have no desire whatsoever to wait in the long line of the DMV. Because like I said, nobody in their right mind wants to go to the DMV except for a kid about to get their driver's license. And last I checked, most kids today don't care anything about a driver's license. So there's that. Accepted. This again is in the state of South Carolina. I'm reading this from their website, dmv.sc.gov, but you check for yourself to make sure that you have what you need. My passport is current. I'm taking my passport. I'm taking my birth certificate. I'm taking my marriage license. I'm taking my social security card, just because. If it's that easy, bro, there's no reason to not get your real ID. Because here's the thing. The thing is, whenever I go, I don't fly as often as I used to. But when you fly, if you don't have a real ID, you need to take your passport with you. I don't want to take my passport with me for domestic travel. I just don't. I feel like that's one more thing to keep up with. That's one more thing with the potential to get lost. That's one more thing I have to keep keep track of to make sure that I don't lose it. So I'm not trying. I'm not trying to lose another thing. So I would much rather leave my passport in a safe place at my house and not deal with it than to have to, actually carry it with me and potentially lose it. So that's kind of my thing. I did the thing a few days ago because my kids my kids were doing their best work to use up all my water, because what they do is we have a larger house, and our hot water heater is on the complete opposite side of the house than the bathrooms are where the children take their shower. So it takes a long time for the hot water to actually reach the bathroom. So it is not uncommon for us in this house to turn on the spigot and leave it running for a couple of minutes, in order to let the water heat up so you can take a shower. Now, here's the thing. My kids, the boy in particular, will turn the water on and then go somewhere read a book. And I'm like, bro, I need y'all to understand how much we pay for water. You cannot do that. That's wasting water. It's spending money that you don't have because you are at this stage in life unemployed, unemployable, and broke. So I'm going to need for you to just get it together. Just honestly get it together. So I pulled up our water bill and showed them how much we pay for water. I showed them our current usage because our water system, they have a really neat tool that shows you what the average water usage is for a comparable size house. So you can compare against your neighbors how much water you're spending, how much water you're using. And our bill is atrocious. So I need them to understand that, so that we're not, so that we're good stewards of the water that we have, and also so that we're not wasting money. So I showed them the water bill. They eyes like saucers, like, oh my gosh, I didn't know we spent that much on water. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Which is why when mama comes upstairs running and fussing, talking about stop wasting my water, I'm serious on that right now, of making sure the kids are aware, because they're old enough to know at this point and they're old enough to understand. So this is where I can start teaching them. All right, kid, look here. This is what this is what you need to do. This is what you need to understand about, life and how life runs and how bills are paid and all the things. And none of this stuff is free. All of it costs some money, some significant money. So just be aware and just be mindful, and just know that every second you keep that water running, or every second that the light is on, that it's costing something to someone. And if it's not costing us any money, it's costing, it's costing our environment something, or costing, the region something. So I can't with these people. I can't with these people. They are something else. Because the kids don't realize, and I get that. They honestly, they do not realize how blessed they are. They do not realize what they have access to. And it's relative, because when I think back to how I was mentally when I was their age, I grew up solidly middle class. Like, there was no guess about it. We were definitely middle class. I didn't realize that we actually may have been like a tier, not quite, I don't want to call it lower class, because that just seems unethical and inappropriate. But we were kind of on the just inching into middle class, I think, when I think about, in my mind, how much we actually had compared to what I know now. I didn't realize that we couldn't afford an Emory University education, which we did pay for, and we only just finished paying off a couple of years ago. I didn't know. I literally did not know. I think my parents, and God bless them for this, were just really big on, let us just give our kids the greatest possible experience, opportunity that we can. And, damn the bill. We just need to make sure that they have what they need. So in any case, I'm going to, I have a bank statement here. Not that it's any of their business, but here we are. I'm going to pull up this statement. I'm going to print it out, and it's going to show all my business. But I at least want to make sure that they have whatever business that they need to know in order to give me this real ID. And at this point, it's 8:28. Sorry, I'm not going to be the first person there. Fine, whatever. I own that. But at least now I have the documents that I need. I'm printing them out right now, and I got to run upstairs to the printer to get the files so that we can actually, be about the business of getting this real ID done, because I want to have it done. I've been meaning to do it for literally months. I've been meaning to do it, and I haven't done it. And I'm just, It is what it is. So that's all I'm really here to talk about right now. Like I said, I had a haul of stuff that I wanted to show you, but I'm not showing you at the moment. Although, let me show you 2 or 3 things, because after I leave the DMV, I have to go, I'm going to go and take some of the stuff back because I realized in the moment that I don't need it. I thought I did, but I don't. So let me show you. Okay. Well, the toothbrushes I do need. I'm not taking these back. This is all from what I'm showing you is from Marshall's. I bought new tweezers because I swear by Tweezerman tweezers. I don't care. These work for me and they are the best. So I did my eyebrows yesterday. Yay. And I needed tweezers because the current Tweezermans that I have, I thought were going dull on me. And you can return Tweezerman tweezers to Tweezerman. The instructions are on the back of the box, and have them resharpen them for you. But it means that you have to be without your tweezers for like 6 weeks or something crazy. I don't have time for that. So I bought these. These are $12.99 at Marshall's. I think if you buy them like full price, they're something in the ballpark of $20. So definitely recommend getting them from Marshall's or TJ Maxx. But then I got home, pulled out my normal tweezers, and realized these things aren't dull. I'm talking crazy. So I'm taking these back to the store, get my money back, right? This stuff, I've had this thing about my under eyes and, or my eyes in general using an eye cream. So I picked up this stuff. I've used Strivectin eye products before, and this was $16.99. I've used Strivectin eye products before, and I think they work really well. I have the issue where my eyes are sensitive to a lot of things, and the thing is, I have this firming moisture balm because, especially this time of year with the weather being as it is, my eye, they just get super dry, just super, like, especially right in the corner, like right through here, just super dry. So I just needed something that was nice and hydrating, but something that hopefully would do something. And so I got this, forgetting that I actually had already purchased this, which this allegedly reduces the look of dark circles and puffiness, moisturizes and helps restore the protective skin barrier with 3 essential ceramides and hyaluronic acid. I bought this not because of what it claims to do, and I think this was maybe $10. I bought it on Amazon. I can link it below. I didn't get this because of, the dark circles and the firming and such. I got this because it is so stinking hydrating and moisturizing. It's just a little cream. It just blends right into your skin. It's wonderful. And I use CeraVe, their moisturizing cream anyway, all over my body and on my face at times. And I just wanted a little something for my eyes because my eyes get super dry, and I just wanted something that was very specific to eyes. So I've used this in the past. I stopped using it because I got bored with it, not because it stopped working. But anyway, I had forgotten that I had purchased this because it was in a box with something in it that I knew I was going to return. So I was at Marshall's. I picked up this only to realize later that I still had this. So I don't need the 2 of them. So this one was more expensive, so I'm taking it back. It is what it is. My biggest thing is just hydrating around my eyes because they do get really dry this time of year. Last but not least that I'm going to show you is this guy right here. This is a pair of pajamas. It is a men's pajama set because there are days when it's cold outside and I want to wear something super cozy, but I don't want to be as dressed as a matching outfit or whatever, like a suit, like a jogger suit or something. But I also don't want to walk around in pajamas all day. So I bought men's pajamas instead. I'm taking this back because this material here on the top is just not as cozy as I want it to be. It's a little bit scratchy. And also it's not giving kind of the big, larger size, oversized fit vibe that I want it to have, like that really comfy fleece. So the pants are fine. They aren't as large and oversized as I want them to be, but the pants are fine. They're super soft. Love the pants. Don't like the top so much. This was on clearance for $10 at Marshall's. So I'm taking this back because I don't like how it fits. This is the size small, but it's not for me. So I'm taking that back. And I think that's all the things that I'm returning to TJ Maxx Marshalls. Yes. So that's what, 10, 20, $30, $40 worth of stuff I'm taking back that I did not need. So in any case, my documents are finished printing upstairs. I'm gonna go grab them. And when I come back, I will share with you the other things that I'm returning, such as, this is an Amazon return. I bought new AirPods because my AirPods conked out on me, only to later revive themselves. And so I'm like, you know, before I crack the seal and this can't be returned, or it's, you know, goes into a landfill because it can't be, you know, resold. Let me just return this and get the money back so I can, you know, use it as something else that I actually do really want or really need. So that's the plan. I'm going to go. I'm going to go upstairs, get my printed documents to take to the DMV. I'm taking more documents than I think I need because I do not want to be turned around only to be told that I can't get my stuff done today. And the reason I got dressed for it is because my husband had his Real ID done a while ago, and he told me, yes, they do make you retake the picture. So I at least want to look like I tried for the picture. I'm probably going to take my hair down. I put it into this ponytail to, you know, because when you're running around with the kids and all the things, like, you just need your hair up and out of the way. So I'm not going to wear this ponytail. I'll likely pull my hair down for the picture. But yeah, that's the plan, friends. So thank you for stopping by and watching this. I hope you found this at least remotely entertaining. That's all I have to say about that. I don't know how long it's going to take me to the DMV. I imagine I'll probably get there about 8:45. Hopefully, because the weather is trash today, there won't be a lot of people out. Fingers crossed. I don't know. Yeah, that's all I can hope for. The only other thing that I'll mention, real quick, because I was on I have this Dermalogica. It's called the Multivitamin Power Firming Eye Cream. I spent $70 on this, y'all. I spent $70 on it. And I tried it. I did. Dermalogica, you normally cannot go wrong with them. It's a nice cream. It actually feels very smooth and soothing. Like, actually just kind of blurred my skin. I don't know if you could even see that just now. But anyway, I bought this from Ulta, I think last week before. I'm taking it back because it irritates my eyes. So normally Dermalogica, you cannot go wrong with Dermalogica products. They are super high quality, and they do what they say they're gonna do, but I can't go around with irritated eyes and eyes itching because, you know, like, the product does not like my skin. So anyway, I'm taking this back and getting my money back for this. So that's $200 worth of stuff that I no longer need. So I'm going to take this with me. So once I leave the DMV, I'll run across the way to Ulta and return this. And then likely we'll run to the UPS store and pop this back in the mail to Amazon. And maybe make my way down to Marshall's, TJ Maxx to return all that stuff. So I hope that you're doing well. Like I said, thank you for being here for this. And I didn't even say hello. Good morning. This is Shauna. I live this season life. Thank you for being here. I hope this is helpful to you in some way, but I'm going to go to the DMV. I'm not going to video while I'm in there because I don't want any smoke or any issues with anybody. I just want to get in there, take my little picture, get my little real ID, and get my hips right on out. Like, I'm not trying to be in there all day. So on that note, I'm going to go. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, and be blessed. And I'll talk to you again soon. Hit that like button, please.